all facts.
My name is Donnell Cherry, and I'm with All Facts, and I got a couple of my partners here, Corbin and Gunna. Really just here today, really just to give you some ideas of just us meeting and getting to know each other, you know what I'm saying, and just quality time they had stopped by to see me and everything. I said, well, why not record something, you know what I'm saying, see what's on their mind and everything. Corbin, Rome, how y'all been doing today?
Same old, man. Just trying to get any way I can.
Yeah, I look at
Wrong Gunna, by the way.
Wrong Gunna.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What's
sir.
up, Corb?
I had a bad day in a long time.
Yes. Say, okay, I'm gonna let y'all go on and get let the people know something.
Yeah, what's going on?
Shit, not much, ain't good enough. Same old.
But shit, I know you know this my uncle right here, but how y'all get to know each other?
Shoot, well, long story short, even though it's really not that short of a story, basically somehow, I remember my dad texted me, he's like, a guy named DOC? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I just finished watching the sneak preview of, this documentary he's got coming out, and I was like, for any of y'all that don't know who DOC is, go look him up. So, it's a pillar.
Death Row Records, man. If you knew Pop, you should know DOC.
Yeah. Definitely a pillar of the hip hop community. But I remember telling my dad, I was like, what are you doing with that? How are you even with, basically, how are you even with DOC? That just made no sense. But, just God works in crazy ways. And long story short, I ended up, just meeting him. And then from the moment I met him, he showed me nothing but love. And then I kind of just told him some things that were going on, in my life. And he plugged me in with Cowboy, So it's Donnell Cherry, but I know him just like I guess Cowboy, you know what I mean? So definitely, that's what I refer to him as.
When we got a chance to see each other, it was really interesting because the first time that me and Corbin talked, he was telling me stuff, and I said, man, what's happening? He came over there, he gave me this sheet of money. I thought it was fake at first. So me and my wife, we looking at the money. I said, he told me it was real. So he really, from that day forward, what I'm saying, as far as his growth in the word, it was like immediate, because you just got to look in the word and read it because it's right there. You know what I'm saying? So that was really real good experience for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sheet of money. I remember for anybody that is ever around here in Texas or Dallas, it's from the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Pretty much where 95% of all the money in the entire world is printed. It's right here in Fort Worth, and you can literally buy the sheets of paper from the gift shop. So I kind of give that as a gift. It's just like, shit, here you go. You can buy the $2 sheets and the $1 sheet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what's happening with your case situation?
Oh, my case, just another indictment. This one, did my first bid in the feds a long time ago. That was on another thing, but this one though is definitely feels like still going on. It's been going on for over 2 years. So, but I can definitely say it feels like politically motivated in a sense. So because I own the trademark for Bitcoin Bank America. And I was noticing that in my indictment, for some reason, they were even mentioning my trademark, which has nothing to do with anything. And so it's just some other stuff, some more pressure, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of ridiculous. Just like right now, just for example, this is just what I get. Even I got the banking commission coming after me, Ken Paxton, Attorney General of Texas. Yeah. Ken, he's up on your boy over here, man. I'm trying to do something good for Texas, you feel me? But anyways, it's all good though. It's all gonna work out. But and then off of that, I found God bring me back, ironically though, back into music. And that's whenever you'd come to the studio and Cowboy brought you, and all that stuff, even DOC, all that stuff, it just kind of started coming together around then.
When I can say when me and you met, and I had went through the Bible with you, when you found out that God was the one that caught you in this situation, because that's the first reality that people got to realize, and it's a difficult thing, because when you have pain about something, it's hard for you digest it by saying God is the one that did it. Because we look at God as a situation. A lot of people look at God as he don't do evil. That's not evil in his eyes. See, because you can look at the situation with, now we can always remember God is being glorified through his processes throughout the Bible. Now, when God told Abraham to go take his son's life in Isaac, he said, burn him as a burnt offering to me. God said that. So that would let you know he be glorified whenever his spirit returns. Understand that. So it's always so it's what we think is destruction. It's really not destruction to him, it's glorification. He's being glorified in the situation. So what it's just where we got pain mixed up, because a lot of people think we're serving a one-sided God. And that's not it. So what I'm listening.
Well, I want to ask, bro, this is good. I'm glad we finally get to be here and, chop it up like this. I want to ask you, because I know it's your uncle and stuff, but I want to hear about maybe a first experience of you being around him.
So, when it comes to that, I've not always seen my uncle here and there, you know what I'm saying, as a youngster. But really, when I really got to know my uncle, is when I decided to, what the youngsters call, jump off the porch, so to say. I was really out there flying blind. Really didn't know what I was doing, was just trying to do something. Everybody trying to make some money, everybody trying to do something. But it was really when I kind of got up under his wing where I actually learned how to be a man as far as be a boss. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to call themselves a boss and everything, but there's a lot of rules and regulations and stuff that go to that people don't understand. It's a lot of youngsters out here in these streets flying blindly, and that's why there's a lot of youngsters out here getting hurt, because they don't have respect and morals and a lot of stuff that came into the game that Cowboy showed me. It's a whole lot, but long story short, I got my nurturing from him, which taught me how to be a man, how to provide for my family. And I went through my own legal situations as well, you know what I'm saying? Got jammed up in California trying to be in the game. They tried to hit me with a pretty high case with the conspiracy. I had about 38,000 and had some green on me too, really about a pound. But they wasn't worried about that. They just saw a black person out there trying to make some money in the wrong county, right. in the white county. So it was all the way bad. I was all the way out of bounds.
What was it like whenever you even mentioned any of that to Cowboy? What was his reaction?
See, so when I came back, I was really panicked. Cause I'm thinking, man, they talking about this conspiracy and they offering 10 years as a deal, and I'm like, man, there ain't no deal to me. You know what I'm saying? But when I talked to him, he the one who really calmed me down. Like, man, chill, man, this ain't nothing. And this your first charge, this ain't nothing. You don't pray on it, and then figure out your next steps. So I prayed on it. Then I got on there. I found me a real good lawyer in California, and by the glory of God, that conspiracy got thrown out the window. So there go 10 years. We ain't talking about that no more. Mm-hmm. And we was able to bump it all down to just possession with intent, 3 years probation. Which, that ain't nothing at all either. A way bigger blessing than 10 years. So, by the glory of God and really him getting me to calm down and think straight through the situation, it would really made me get out that situation in the way I did. Because it could have been way worse.
Well, a lot of times, a lot of people don't know where the problem came from, so they don't know where to go to for a solution. And the best thing is to do is to accept who caused the problem. It puts you in a different element of understanding in which God shows in his word that he's the one that caused the problem. I'm going back to Abraham. What did it start off to say? It said God tested Abraham. Same name never was mentioned.
Yeah.
So here are these things that we give Satan credit for. If a lot of people form Satan into a vision of a person because of the activities people carry out, and they say Satan has got into it.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, when anything happens that's bad and out of line, they can't do nothing but give Satan the credit of something that he didn't even do. And now when you go to the situation for the answer, you're all the way on the wrong side of it because you don't know who caused you. You approached it wrong.
Yeah.
That's why people read the Bible in situations of not understanding the Bible as a totality of understanding. They don't understand that God was a fulfilling of each situation and segment of life that he controlled in each point of life. You know what I'm saying? And so that's scenarios of even your comfort that you went through as what you was going through.
Yeah.
I can't really tell you you're not going to go through what you're going through. I gotta tell you how to digest what you're going through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember whenever I saw you, I was just like, "Look, here, let me just give like a little idea."
Yeah.
You know, and I just show me because I just got binders and binders. I was like, "Man, they're trying to give me more time than Al Capone and John Gotti," and I was saying that shit before Trump was out there saying that stuff too. You know what I mean? But but anyways, though, still, just like, and he was like, "Well, man, you got to give the glory to God, though." You know, I'm like, "Yep, that's a fact." Like, definitely we need to start there on where that's going. But I mean, because this is what I like to do, though, is just for all of us to be chopping it up like this, because I want to ask you, Rome, like, did you ever experience something like that I did? Work out with like mentally helped you through it. Does anything come to mind? Because I know we could sit here all day and definitely talk about a lot of stuff.
You know the game.
I mean, that case right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He definitely walked me through that one, because I ain't know what I was going to do. I'm sitting here thinking about, man, I'm going to be gone for 10 years. I'm preparing myself for some time that I ain't even get.
That's what happened with a lot of situations. People live with the if, woulda, coulda, shoulda. And that mentality is so flawed. Now you're stressing about what could have happened, what would have happened, what should have happened, because everybody done gave you the if.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Now you ain't never faced reality. Once you face reality, then you can digest it different, because now you know who did it.
Yeah.
If you ever face reality right. Because it's like, it's like a digestive situation. My whole thing is to get people to digest what God did. And then when you digest what God did, go to him and talk about how we gonna straighten this out.
That was one thing.
One thing I can say, you know what I'm saying? You don't mind me going there. See, this man taught me you're supposed to pray over everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I sit back and think about that, when that happened out there, that's the one thing I didn't do along the way out there, while I was out there. One of the main first things he taught me, to pray over everything. I didn't do no prayer while I was out there. And that was probably one of my first mistakes, going out there. I ain't do no prayer.
I want you to know, praying don't stop you from getting busted. I would have never got busted.
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying that,
Yeah, but see, one thing about this here, right? It's like this here. The reason that I tell people, you gotta build yourself on scripture, and that's how I build myself on scripture, and I go to God about everything. That's not it. And really, on the cool, I don't know how people can communicate and promote God and don't stand on what people of the Bible and their icons stood on. How can you preach Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and talk about COVID-19 killed anybody? Come on now. Just imagine. You tell Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to put on some face masks and get 6 feet apart. What you think they gonna say? So listen to me. We can't get caught up in the element of understanding that the word never changed. It was fulfilled.
Yeah.
It was always fulfilled. He was a fulfillment of the first 5 books. I just want y'all to know, you know what I'm saying? I just giving y'all an opportunity. If y'all got some handles that y'all want to give the people and everything, and some things that y'all like to say before we shut down, you know what I'm saying? Look that way and let them know. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all for coming on All Facts.
All facts, man. All
Yeah.
facts.
It's all facts. I'm trying to tell you, it's all facts.
Okay. We're gonna get back with you. All facts.
All facts, man.
All
We
facts.
got some stuff coming soon, man.
All right, bro.
Praying over stuff. You know, is there any type of experience or just anything in general, you know, that you could let the people know that, you know, is definitely stuck with you?
Well, yeah. Any hustle I get in, you know what I'm saying, or that I got in, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna pray over it, you know.
Yeah.
If I got me some dope or something, or some green or something, I'm gonna pray over it, because I know God controls everything now.
Boom.
You know, see, before I had Cowboy in my life, I was just a young kid just trying to do something. Not knowing what I want to do or how I even want to do it, just out here doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where mistakes happen.
Yeah.
But, you know, once you have some guidance and you realize that God really controls everything, and you start to have a relationship with him and talk to him, you get a better understanding that you really ain't in control of nothing out here. You know what I'm saying? You just going with the flow. Your story is already written. All you gotta do is go ahead and fulfill the story.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Whatever God got in store for you, he got it out there. But that don't mean you ain't gotta put no work behind it to go get it. Cause he ain't gonna do the work for you.
Exactly. See, I love that. See, that's balling. Yeah, I just want to touch on that a little bit because that's something that definitely is crucial. Like, people forget that stuff, you know what I mean? So, definitely helps having a mentor like Cowboy in your life for sure, no doubt about that.
See, our young generation, unfortunately, you know, what they call it, Generation X, nowadays, they lost. They really have no guidance. You know, a lot of them got both their parents, but with all this music, you know, the NBA young boys and stuff, all they want to rap about is hurting each other and how many people they done hurt and keeping score and all that, up to score, all that. These youngsters lost. And they ain't got no guidance like Cowboy to really show them, man, y'all out here tripping. It's like, y'all out here doing stuff for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Killing for no reason, stealing for no reason, all this stuff. Well, really, all they need is a little guidance in their life to say, we only got one life to live, and a lot of them throwing them away. It's sad to see, but I'm watching it every day. A lot of these youngsters just throwing their life away. They don't really give a damn no more.
Yeah, I look forward to having that conversation with Cowboy, just talking about that. We can chop it up with him for a minute on that.
For real.
But yeah, I just want to be able to put that out there because that's all facts right there. That's
all facts, man.
All facts.
When I look at how the pastors approach certain subjects, really, I call it the death and the resurrection, because each situation is a death and resurrection. Because if you recognize the problem will be created, you'll go through the problem, then you'll make it through the problem. That's the resurrection of it. So in a lot of situations, the pastors push and promote situations of hell, power, what Satan is doing. They classify sin as an ultimate of action. So, in the perspective of their preaching, it's like they're threatening you with hell, which will place anybody in an uncomfortable position. Though the facts of God being real keep us focused towards an element of understanding from the pastors that they haven't even made facts. We must unfold our opportunity to let the people, the congregation, us as members of the Godhead, to be seasoned with factual word that's scripturally backed up.
facts.
I told you it was all facts. I told you it was all facts. I told you it was all